Hey everyone, how's it going? We are live here on today's episode of the Technicolor Mike B Show, and we are doing Monster Monday. Yes, it is Monster Monday here on the Technicolor Mike B Show. And I went with a skull-inspired design, but not just your ordinary everyday skull. I wanted it to look a little more monstrous. So this was today's design sketch with the pointy teeth and a little bit more unusual features. Yeah, I just want something just a little bit more monster-rific. So I was thinking, what's a good monster topic to discuss? And I thought, well, it's not quite monsters, but it's something that's been in the news lately, and that is cyber crimes, ransomware, scam artists, frauds, hackers, and the like. Aren't those just the scariest things ever? The closest we have to monsters in the real world is they're just out to get you and your money. So spam, scam, viruses, they aren't new. They've been around for decades, but it seems like they are becoming a lot more sophisticated. And these days we are a lot more dependent on our computers, our phones, our internet access. So when things go down, it goes down hard. So I think we can all become victims of the cyber crimes. It was January of last year, and I got an email that appeared to be coming from the CEO of my employer, and it was addressed to me, and it used my name and the CEO's name in the message, so it seemed very legit. It said, "Are you available to quickly get a task done for me? I'm off for a discussion and can't communicate by phone. Thanks, Jack." So yeah, it was just a very quick message and didn't think much of it. I responded back to it. Said, "Sure, what do you need?" And of course, that's when I learned this was a scam artist. It was someone who had done enough research to figure out what my company email address was, what the president of, or the CEO of our company's name was, and so they probably went on to LinkedIn and found a bunch of employees from the company and decided, hey, let's pick some out and send them an email. So the second email was, I need you to buy 6 $100 gift cards and send me the codes on the back of the cards so I can give them to the employees who deserve these gifts. And yep, so that's like, no. He would not be asking me to buy gift cards and send him the codes on it. I knew that was a scam. So I sent an email to the CEO of my company and a few other people in the IT department and said, hey, I just got this email. Better warn some other employees because it is fake. It's a scam. And within a day or two after doing that, I started getting dozens of spam messages sent to that email account, my corporate email address, and it's an address I really do not use other than communication from the employer. I have a personal email and I have a primary work email that is different. So the only people that were ever sending me emails were the company. And yeah, so I actually had to tell the IT department of my company, please change my corporate email address. I'm getting too much spam. It's just getting impossible to deal with. So yeah, So that is something that can happen to anyone, and you have to be paying attention to the signs. So, yeah, the two big stories in the news, you had JBS, which is the world's largest meat supplier with more than 150 plants located in 15 different countries. They were founded in Brazil 70 years ago by a rancher, Jose Baptista Sobrino, and the company has more than 150,000 employees, and its customers include supermarkets and even fast food outlets like McDonald's. When this cyber attack hit their company, they took their impacted systems offline. Their computers were down for a few days, and as far as I know, they said they had backup copies of their data and were able to get their computers back up and running. The earlier one that people might remember is Colonial Pipeline. Colonial Pipeline has the largest pipeline system for refined oil products in the United States. They have a 5,000-mile pipeline that carries 2.5 million barrels of oil a day from Texas to New York, all along the East Coast. And according to the company's information, they carry 45% of the East Coast oil supply of diesel, petrol, and jet fuel. So it was a very impactful event when they had to shut their pipelines down. And reportedly, they paid over $4 million in ransom to the organization that hacked their computers because they didn't have backups. They couldn't get their network back up and running without paying the price. So yeah, those are the two biggest scams that are involved or have been in the news lately, but they are nothing new. They are just getting more sophisticated. It used to be that when you got one of these emails, you could tell it was fake. It was about this royal prince who wants to give you all of his money because you can't use it or whatever. So it was like the Nigerian inheritance scam. Businesses know it, and a lot of my friends have seen it. It is the overpayment scam, where you'll have a customer say, "Hey, I'd like to book your service. I'm going to send you a check or whatever, and I need you to do me a favor. I need you to go to the bank and pay some other vendors who will be working at the same event, and pay them because they can't take credit cards online, or it's just easier for them to do it. And of course, however they are planning to pay you is fraudulent, and they're relying on you depositing the money and actually handing real cash to someone else, and that is a fraud. A lot of people in tax season get calls saying, "This is the IRS, you owe us money, we need you to pay it back ASAP. Go buy an Amazon gift card and pay us that way." So yeah, how do they find us? What are they doing that is getting our information? Well, they go onto social media sites like LinkedIn, on Facebook, and find out what's your name, where do you live, who are your friends, who do you work for, what are some places that we could use that you might think, "Hey, yeah, I know that name. Oh, you live in Virginia, you probably have your electricity through Virginia Power, so we're going to call you and claim to be Virginia Power. You probably have a bank account with Chase, so we're going to send you a message about your Chase bank account or credit card being hacked or whatnot." And so yeah, they're fishing for information. They're using social engineering to get us to reveal some information. But if you've ever listened to the calls that come on when like call, they don't have your name. They just start saying, "Hey, this is the IRS, and you are owe us money, and if you don't pay us, we're going to send the sheriff out to arrest you." It's like, There is no mention of a name. Who are they even talking to? They don't know who you are. So yes, they're just leaving a random message and hoping that you'll be afraid. This is the time of the year with graduation, with people going off to college, and there's a lot of public records of who's graduating from high school this year. I know when I was graduating from high school, I got dozens of letters in the mail from different colleges, from different organizations. I could apply for scholarships, different study prep aids for passing the SAT. So companies have this information. They could buy it. They could say, hey, I know you have a teen, and I'm going to target you or your teen on this. Organizations like AARP seem to know exactly when it's your birthday and start sending you, it's time to sign up for AARP, so that they know who's a senior citizen. They know who is elderly, who might have technology issues or not really understand things, and that they can fool. They know everyone has an account with Amazon, so yeah, they are getting out there and they are trying everything. If I'm a scam artist and I'm going to call 100 people today, if I get one person to pay me $200, my day is made. That's all I need. And unfortunately, there are enough gullible people out there, so you just have to be extremely careful. Realize what information you're putting out there online. If you go to a survey site and you start answering these questions about the 70s or 80s of the year of your childhood, you might be giving them information so they know, hey, well, this person's answering this quiz about the 70s, so they are born in the 70s, so that's a piece of information they now know about you they might not have had. They might trick you into answering a demographic question about your household income, how many people live with you, what state you live in, and they might even be able to link it back to your Facebook account to get more information about who you are, who your friends are, where you live, where you went to school, where you work for, so they can further try to target you for the next scam. So yeah, we have to be extremely careful these days because these monsters are real. So here is our skeleton balloon. He's not quite as scary as the cyber scam artists and the telemarketers who want your money. So until next time, see you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. Thanks for watching.